Oh yeah,
I feel
I agree with
like
all you
men
lot.
condone bad behaviour.
We don't.
I
Men.
believe you
Are
guys
you
do.
men
Some
or people?
men.
Yeah.
Because like you
Yeah.
guys just expressed, your circle's
That's
not
fair,
like that.
yeah.
I'm talking on a general base, right? I believe some men do, because same way that you'll find that, okay, a man might be cheating on his girl, he says, oh, she's the love of my life, but he's cheating on her. You man will come round my man's yard, she'll cook, you guys will yam the food, that tastes so good, that tastes so good. But then I'm just saying in general, I watch a lot of films, I watch a lot of reality TV.
He hates reality. I know, it's a nightmare.
And you love it.
People don't like to elevate themselves. They don't like to learn and suck knowledge, yeah? So there's a lot of people that are in relationships that they don't understand themselves and why they're actually in that relationship. So you have bait things like love languages, then you have other things like your style of relationship that you like to be, right? So there's quizzes that you can research, and you have monogamous style, you have open style, you have free style. There's different styles.
You have hell.
People don't have conversations within their relationship to find out their love languages, how they love, what style of relationship they want to have, all these things. So then what happens is you get a mismatch. So the guy that's cheating could generally love his woman. However, he could be a free-spirited, open guy who is meant to have multiple women. That's a thing. Whose world is it to say that actually it's meant to be one man, one woman? For everyone across
And
the
I
board.
will agree with you on that point.
And this is why you have those
I will agree
issues.
with you on that point.
So then you'd have to then say to that guy, stop cheating. But I'm saying to a guy, stop cheating when he doesn't even know why he's cheating.
And it goes back to what I said earlier about I already know the space that I'm in. I know who's around me. I know who's taught the people around me. I know what I've done to clean up the virus that I have, which we all have. And I can hear it within everybody when they speak. Easy.
You might know it, and you might have come to that conclusion, but what about the young youths, the young men out here that are looking at you guys and saying, well, you know, if you're not going to hold me accountable for my actions, then no one has it.
But, a big point.
But can I say, like Jake was saying, with be the example, if it is it's a learning, it's a teaching thing. So like Fash was saying about some people choosing to absorb. If you've got, we're going to take these three men here, if they've already said, I don't have people in my circle like that, and said I don't have friends, Jay saying I do so. If young people, anyway, but the thing is, but even as females, we might know females that cheat. It's also whether people speak on it, whether people show it, you knowing it and seeing it, and do you know what I mean? That's all different levels. But
sorry. Let me just add this, because you lot said cheating, right? I've had my experience with cheating, and I know where I am now. I saw
you was a cheater, or you've been cheated on?
I may have been cheated on many times. I wouldn't have known. They might be good at it.
I was like, you didn't.
But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. It was a process. A process.
We'll have to go through the
a process.
That was necessary.
A process to end up learning what was right for me and what was wrong for me, and the way of the act and why it shouldn't be done. But that was the process. It wasn't about the cheating. It was about growing through the process.
I get it.
But you didn't say the process. You highlighted cheating, and with that comes nothingness. Also, because no one's not learning through it, and no one's not understanding that certain men have been wired to cheat. Certain men are wired to think this woman isn't good enough, or I am not good enough.
So if you said to someone, look, I only want to be in a relationship with you, and you step out of that, then of course you're cheating. But if you're with somebody and you're saying, you know what?
But it's not about the
like
cheating.
Like I said, I'm a free spirit.
Look.
I can do you know what I'm saying? You can do what you want, I can do what I want, but we know that we have love for each other.
It's not about
then
the
you're not cheating. It's the communication.
How many relationships do you know that genuinely, because we figured out that people don't know the baggage that they're carrying, yeah? So how many relationships do you think actually have that conversation?
right?
And it's
that's
not
one of the things, because
Not
like you
enough.
said, people
You
have
have to find
conversations when they
yourself first.
meet a person.
Yeah.
When they get in a relationship,
They
them
don't
conversations
meet.
stop more time. They don't even continue. Like, it's not here. Most of them say, "Oh, this is what I like. What do you like? Oh, okay. Let's try and mold ourselves
Yeah,
to be what
to
you
be
like,
what you
and
like
let
and
you, me be what you
Also,
like." Then after that, you get comfortable.
Yeah.
It's done.
See,
No,
Yeah,
one
they
can
forget that
See,
you
women
evolve.
accountability.
This is your thing.
taste
Women
change.
accountability.
Yeah.
Women accountability. Every time we talk about cheating, it's just this magical thing that all
Listen,
men cheat.
No,
and women
it's
have no accountability.
listen, women cheat.
Not saying.
No,
I'm not saying
no,
about
but I'm
women
saying
cheating.
it's
I'm saying
rarer.
accountability.
If a woman
within
cheats,
a relationship.
I don't think we should do that.
Exactly.
You said cheating, I said the process. Right?
We ain't on the
Because
same
you
page.
went clearly.
Right? These two words are different. When you look at it, look at what that just turned into. Guy, girl, oh yeah, but women, oh yeah, but guy. Because we're not looking at it in the right way. We're not looking at it like, yo, both of us need to be in a relationship and consciously take into account everything that has happened to where we are wired how we are and to how we move. We're not doing that because it just becomes a guy and a woman thing and you did this, you did this.
Okay,
Hold on,
I
hold on,
just
hold
want
on,
to
hold on.
find out that if all I want to know is when a woman cheats, she's disconnected. Everybody locks her off. No, my God, she's done the worst thing in the
In
world.
what world is that?
In not,
What
I'm
world is
saying in
that?
society, in
Not
friendship
these days.
groups, sometimes women are left like, you know what? Nah, she cheated. Nah, she.
In a female
When
friendship
a
group.
man cheats,
No, explain this to me, please, because I'm a guy.
in a
In a
female
female
friendship
friendship
group,
when a
if
girl
the woman
cheats,
cheats,
They lock them off.
They lock them off. That's what you're saying.
sometimes
Look,
that's
wow,
what
is that-
happens.
that's what
Sometimes I don't really know girls that cheat. I won't lie.
that a friend?
I don't really know
You see, no.
girls that cheat.
It's
But
happened
is that
again.
But
It's happened
they
again.
kind of look down. They look down.
What I
They
just said, it has happened
But
again.
then look down at a lot worse than if a man was to cheat. His brethren are still gonna be like, yeah, cool,
No,
whatever.
but
They're
from
friends.
what you were saying, yeah.
Friends don't give up
Hold
on
on,
their
Jay.
friends.
What-
It's on no conditions, baby.
What you were saying in terms of the
You're
process
not wrong,
and what
Jay.
you're saying
You're
about
not wrong.
cheating, I think if not to bring it together, but I think how you're looking at it, like when you were asking me before, you got the mixture of the young people. If they're around people and are setting examples that do things a certain way, you're naturally going to look at that, and that's what you're going to go to. If you're around a bag of people that are doing stupidness, you're going to see the stupidness and think that's normal. If you don't, you're going to think that's normal. Right, but in terms of what you were saying with the whole man-woman thing, you saying the accountability and you saying the process, it's everything
part of
is
the
you got understanding, understanding, overstanding, all of that, yeah. But accountability, that's what I was gonna say. There is a link because accountability is part of the process, yeah, to grow. But for her, the first step would be understanding the cheating. With understanding the cheating, or understanding, because you got to take accountability for yourself, that's where the accountability comes in. So even as a woman, and I'm not saying, if anyone wants to chat rubbish, I'm not saying that all women are accountable, or whichever way round it goes, or men. But you have to, as a woman, if you are being cheated on, there are certain things you have to look at within yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I agree
You
with
have to start thinking, why has he... It's not your job to do it, because that's when you beat yourself up. Really, that's the man, he's got to work out why he cheated. But if you're going to look at it, you have to think, there's things outside of, oh, I'm not good enough. You might be everything he wants in a woman. That doesn't mean he may not search outside of something, because there might be something missing in him. Now, we move over to the process. He's got to process why he's cheating. You've got to process, it's not me.
And this is the fact that remains. We should not be in relationships if we do not understand what's going on. It shouldn't be, oh, but you did this. Oh, no, but you did. It should be us coming together and being empathetic with one another, because the reality is we've all been cloned repeatedly and we're carrying out acts that are damaging us, man and woman. And there's no togetherness to where it's like, yo, if we don't get this shit right together, we're finished. All it is divide and conquer,
And it's the same with abuse.
repeat. And I'm just saying, within this convo, man, oh yeah, but it's the man and the woman, what is that? So clearly, we're still not at a point to where we're capable of having the conversation properly and actually seeing like, yo, like, we've been actually programmed to be like this.
I can tell you where it's come from. Reality TV.
I'll
You know why?
All right, Jay,
It's true.
I
I tell you why, yeah? Because reality TV is not reality.
It's not. We know it's fake.
But what it's doing is programming a certain mindset, which is assuming roles that men take and women take, and toxicity, toxic masculinity.
The level of toxicity rose when reality TV
Yeah.
came.
I agree.
Once upon a time, I said to someone, saying a reality TV show, and they actually caught themselves and said, "Oh yeah, I've been watching too much of that." It's like it's a real like.
Do you know how many love shows are out now?
There's
there
real.
really
The thing is,
I'm watching it like there's real
And it's not even based on love.
scenarios playing out.
No.
Someone has to win.
but the
Are you
point
playing
is,
that?
it's real.
Alright,
It's
it's
not.
mad,
It's
it's
not
mad.
reality. The thing is, it's fake until it's real, but it's real until it's fake. It's literally
There's
both.
such a
Because
fine
you've
line.
got people so caught up in it, they are turning their own lives into it.
that.
So it's
Facts.
not. It's not. It is it's always a program, but it's now their reality.
Not to go
But
deep.
what's on the TV
They channel
is just an episode. But what's going on in your life
life
now
is
is
your
real,
reality.
They
based
told you
off
the vision.
of the episode.
This is what's mad. I was
Crazy.
saying to him, I was saying to him,
Needs to be yin and yang with reality TV as well.
I was saying to him that like we've all been given this full sense of self, which is based on a lie. We end up living out a lie, and we end up convincing ourselves that we want what's real. But if you're living a lie,
You don't know what's real anyway.
you don't know what's real.
Soul connection.
Your whole existence. No.
But you know what you feel, not
You
what
just
you're
came at me
told,
with
but what-
ego. What I'm saying to you is this. This is the point, yeah? The point is this, yeah?
Oh, excuse me.
The point is this. The point is this, yeah? I'm just trying to highlight something, yeah?
That's alright. Play with
I'm just trying to highlight something, right? How much of you is operating through this spirit, or are you operating through this ego?
That's interesting.
If you're living a life through your full sense of self and you're living in a reality that was created by someone else based on their instructions and their rules, you cannot be living a life based on truth, because your life is based on a lie. So for you to expect something real, how crazy do you sound? So it's when you get far on through life and then you realize, oh, do you know what? I'm a soul and that's what's real to me. You start looking at the same copy and pastes for something that's real.
Do you know what is crazy? It's like you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Yeah? So at some point along your journey, yeah, you have to realise what your soul purpose is, and within that soul purpose, the right people will come to you.
Exactly.
They will naturally come to you. You can't go out there
That
and
includes
force.
friends.
Right, friends and
So if they're
everything.
doing shit around you,
That ain't
they
conducive
introduce
to
you
your life.
friends.
Which is what I tried to say in the beginning. There was no reason for this.
Listen,
There was
the
no
question out
reason
there.
for this. That's why we should cut out and drop on the floor, because this was said in the beginning.
Oh my god. And this is true, because a lot of the times what I found is that as I've been on this journey of enlightenment and following my soul purpose, those people that have all those negative, just naturally, not even my fault.
So the
I
answer-
cherish my friendship.
So the
Answer
answer
your
to your
question.
question is, the
I
men
get
that
that.
don't hold themselves
But
as their
I
friends
had to know
Everything-
from
everything
men's
you said.
perspective.
You have to go through the
I hear you.
process.
Do you know what? I wanted to know from a man's perspective. Innit? I know my perspective. You guys are.
The whole process. I love it.
But she learned.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
But she learned.
Nadia.
That's the important thing.
But
Oh wait.
you do know that you could be looking for your soul purpose through your ego.
Oh, you have to come and spoil it. Have to come and spoil it. But
That is problematic.
now that you've been enlightened here, if
Or
you take
not,
that
though.
away with you,
You might not have.
Or not
you
though.
might not.
I'm just talking, which is why, see, look, the only reason why I'm talking is because of this. I wouldn't be having this conversation with you otherwise, because that's not me.